Yo, yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Y'all, y'all know it's election day. Everybody waiting on the results of this election. And I guess like 9 o'clock is when it really supposed to get hot. When we really supposed to kind of know what the fuck is going on. About 8, 9 o'clock, we really gonna know what's going on. But I got early polls. I got early polls, y'all. And they coming in. I'm just letting y'all know right now. It's not looking too good for Donald Trump. Um, it's not looking too good right now. And uh, yeah, we're going by the exit polls. The exit polls really tell a lot as far as who people are voting for. One of the biggest exit polls that the questions that they ask is economy. Economy is like, I mean, not economy. I'm sorry. Time out. Okay, one of the biggest is democracy. Democracy is one of the biggest things that's on voters' minds right now, and that is not looking good for Trump. The number three thing on it is abortion. Those two things, number one and number three. Economy is, I think, number two. But those three things are not good for Republicans at all. Donald Trump at all. So it's not looking good, y'all. People are coming out and voting in record numbers. Females are voting like 4-1. And I look, that's what I told y'all. For all the listen, I said this, and I'm gonna say it again. For all the men who say ain't no way in hell Kamala could win, you're underestimating women. You're underestimating black women. Now, now, and I'm gonna take even if let's say it was a white woman. It was a white woman like Hillary running. The thing about a white woman, Hillary, and I'm not being racist. I'm just being logical. The thing about a white woman is she may not be able to get everybody on her team. Like a white woman might not be able to get a black woman on her team. A white woman might not be able to get a white dude on her team. You feel what I'm saying? Those things might be hard or impossible, and we've seen it with Hillary Clinton. But a black woman can get black women on her team, white women on her team, Indian women on her team, Mexican women on her team, any woman. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. We have more diverse women than we do anything else. It's a wrap. And I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying the fat lady's singing, but you hearing her. Like, and that's what I said. The predictions, like these polls are 50-50. I think the posters were wrong. Exactly like they was wrong with the red wave. They reading them wrong. They underestimated women because some women didn't even go. They waited. They waited till today to go and register and vote, and it was already voted early. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all underestimate the power of women. They said that her campaign was damn near as powerful as Obama, if not more. So we got the little clip we're gonna play, and it's gonna break down what's going
All right,
on. And I'm
guys, I
telling you, it's not
already
looking
have
good.
some massive election updates for you. We just got our first exit polls that came in, and it's beginning to paint a pretty clear picture. And I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but it seems like the picture I've been painting for you guys for weeks now. So before I get to that,
You don't want
though,
to watch this.
Trump's at it again, man. Trump is at it again.
You don't want to,
He took
Freddie.
to Truth
You don't want to watch this.
Social,
He's not
and
lying.
he's already laying the groundwork. He says, a lot of talk about massive cheating in Philadelphia, law enforcement coming. You also have Alex Jones saying he's covering Democratic election fraud live. So they're all.
And let me say this: I voted here That voting is secure as hell right now. There is no cheating right now. Voting is secure. So after this election, this is a secure election. I don't want to hear about nobody saying that it was he cheated. Them votes are secure, y'all.
Already starting because they know, as I'm about to demonstrate for you, the numbers really, really do not look good for them. And I warned you guys about this red mirage scenario. It's going to look early on in the night like Trump is winning and the Republicans are doing well because they count most of the election day numbers are counted first, and that skews more pro-Republican, but then the mail-in ballots are usually counted second, and that skews more Democrat, so it'll look like Trump and the Republicans are up, and then the Democrats will come back and win. I'm really, really hoping that we don't even have a red mirage today to avoid a hell of a lot of trouble, right? Because if at any moment he's up, even if it's like 26% of the votes counted, he's going to come out and he's going to declare victory, and he's going to try to get all the Republicans to fall in line. He's going to try to make the media kowtow in fear, and he's going to try to steal it, right? So I hope we don't even have the opportunity for a red mirage scenario that allows him to come out and fakely declare victory. But he's already working on the bogus election fraud bullshit. Again, he said, a lot of talk about massive cheating in Philadelphia. Law enforcement is coming. Okay, so exit polls. All right, listen to this. This is huge, guys. This is huge. So in the NBC exit poll, the number one issue, according to voters, 35% of them say democracy is my top issue. 31% say the economy. 14% say abortion. 11% say immigration. And 4% say foreign policy. So the number one issue, being democracy, is absolutely devastating for Trump. Another thing that's devastating is there are more people who are abortion voters than there are immigration voters. Those two facts.
This is why I don't understand. How could you not think that abortion would not be the number one issue? Like, females really care about what they bodies. They want to control their own bodies. Like, I don't know, why would you run on that? That just always seemed to me just off a little bit. But anyway, weird, if you want to say that. It sounds weird. But here we go.
Are really, really rough for Trump and the Republicans. That does not bode well for them moving forward. So here's another number that is actually a very good number for Kamala, even though you might not think so if you look at it and you don't know the backstory. But who do you trust to handle the economy more? Trump 51%, Kamala Harris 47%. Now, again, you could be forgiven for looking at that and saying, wait a second, a 4-point lead for Trump. That seems good for Trump on that issue. That's wrong. So there's only two issues where the Republicans have a real built-in advantage, where they usually are up double digits. That's immigration, and that's the economy. For Trump to only be up 4 when it comes to the economy over Kamala is really not good for them. All right. More. This one is just about satisfaction. Unsurprisingly, 43% of the country is dissatisfied, 29% are angry, and only 19% are satisfied. Now, those numbers obviously are horrible, but in terms of, hey, does this help Kamala or Trump more, I wouldn't read too much into that. We don't have clean lines in this election. It's not like an incumbent versus a non-incumbent. The lines are all skewed because Trump was president for 4 years and Kamala's never been president. So who is even blamed for the state of the country? You could say Joe Biden, but Joe Biden is not Kamala Harris. Or you could even say Trump, because a lot of his policies led us to where we are now. So I wouldn't read too much into that. Who do you trust on the issue of abortion? Kamala 50, Trump 44. She's +6 on that. That's unsurprising. We have a Wisconsin exit poll. This is also very interesting. So in the swing state of Wisconsin, the number one issue is the economy, 35%. Number 2 is democracy, 32%. Then you have abortion at 18% and immigration at 9%. Again, overall, those numbers look much better for Kamala Harris than they do for Donald Trump. This one is kind of devastating for the big man. This one right here is devastating. Again, NBC News exit poll, opinion of Donald Trump. 44% favorable, 54% unfavorable. So he's -10. Now, I've yet to see the Kamala numbers, but my guess is it's going to be around even. She might be a point or two underwater or a point or two over water, but it's going to be about a 10-point difference between where Trump is and where Kamala is, and that is a big deal. All right, more Georgia exit poll. This is huge, guys. The swing state of Georgia. Ready? Should abortion be legal? In the exit poll, NBC News, 62% yes, only 35% no. Again, brutal number for Trump. So I said before, Trump wasn't up nearly as much as he needs to be on the issue of the economy. It's a very similar thing for immigration. He should be up at least 10 on the issue of immigration. He's not. It is, who do you trust more to handle the issue of immigration? Again, NBC exit poll, Trump 53%, Kamala 46%. So again, these are the best issues for Trump, and he's barely up on Kamala. But now we have another one. This one's North Carolina, another crucial swing state, North Carolina. Again, NBC exit poll, is Trump too extreme? 51% say yes.
51%.
46% say no. Wow. 51% said yes in the swing state. Trump is too extreme. Okay. Oh, by the way, Harris's number, if you were curious on that, 49-49. It's a wash. He's -5. She's tied at a wash, 49-49. And then finally, I'll give you the state of democracy. So they broke it down by gender here, the most important issue. Listen to this. This is interesting. So the number one issue for women is democracy, 33%. For men, it's the number one issue as well at 36%.
Wow.
That's a shock. It's a shock having democracy above the economy for men. And again, that bodes well for Kamala. Some people are saying, hey, Trump tried to jujitsu that argument and say, actually, I'm going to save democracy. I don't think that these numbers reflect it's like a wash on the issue of democracy. That's definitely more of a built-in advantage for the Democrats, no matter how much they tried to jujitsu that issue and flip it. The number two most important issue, 28% of women said the economy, 34% of men said the economy. The number three for women is abortion at 19%. Number three for men is immigration at 12%. And then men had abortion at 8% and women had immigration at 10%. Another very good piece of news for Kamala is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the vote total is going to surpass the 2020 totals. So some precincts are as high as 150%, the 2020 totals. With massively high turnout, again, this really does not bode well for Trump. We also have the overall gender numbers in the NBC, or I'm sorry, this one's a Reuters exit poll. The overall gender numbers, you ready? Women are 53% of the electorate, men are 47% of the electorate. And just to put that in perspective for you, that is, women being at 53 is up 1 point from what it was in 2020. And they were showing on MSNBC, they had, it was at Temple University, I think, and they were showing the line. Some people were waiting literally 3 hours to vote, which, by the way, it's abysmal anybody has to wait 3 hours to vote. But it was like, I'm not kidding, the ratio was like 8 women for every 2 men. It was astronomical. All right, and for right now, that's all I got for you. But these are early exit poll numbers, and again, look, I would be the first one to come out.
Y'all hear it? I'm like, it's not looking good for MAGA right now, and I'm not trying to jump the gun and none of that stuff. I'm just bringing early numbers to y'all. It's just not looking good. But what y'all think? Leave your comments, leave your questions. We're on 3 different platforms right now. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So tap in, make sure you leave me a comment. We only got one person leaving a comment. I'm gonna put it up here because I think we got one person leaving a comment. Come on, y'all. Let's leave some comments. Tell me what y'all think. I need somebody else to give me their comments. What do y'all think about this exit poll and how it's telling us a tale of Hey, well, either way it goes, well, I think we'll have a new president. Because I'm telling y'all, it's the women. It's the women. If you underestimate black women, then you would be like, okay, Trump is gonna win. But you can't do that. You you cannot. You can absolutely not do that. You can't. Some guys are gonna vote with their wives, their black wives. So I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why you would run on abortion. Like to me, that was the weirdest thing. That's the weird thing about Trump uh, right now. I mean, you can do everything else, but why would you run on abortion? I don't get it. You know, that's something that we probably, me as a president, I wouldn't want to get into. I wouldn't want to stick my nose in abortion and try to change women's rights, especially for something that's been around for 50 years. Roe vs. Wade, we learned about that in high school, that it's a right for women, and then you go and take it away and brag about it. Like, and somebody made sense the other day. There's like our grandkids. If we could see on this route, our grandkids are gonna have our granddaughters are gonna have less rights than they parent, than they grandma. Less rights. We're a country of rights. Why would you take rights away from women? That's what I don't understand. Whether you think it's right or wrong, that's their decision. I have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't. Because if it was my body, I wouldn't want a woman telling me, "Listen, you can't have whatever something that a man has." I don't know what we have, but I wouldn't want a woman telling me I can't have that. That's crazy. So I don't believe in that's telling a woman what they can't have. Let them make that decision. Let women get together and make that decision.